First of all, the question I'm going to ask is what actually fits in naturalism and what doesn't? And how do we decide what doesn't fit in naturalism? Because that's what our question this morning was about. And Alex made a strong claim that there's some things that absolutely do fit and other things that absolutely don't fit in naturalism. I'm not sure how to adjudicate those things that don't. I don't know what they're like, what their features are that wouldn't fit in naturalism. And so my own view is very compatible in the bigger sense. That is, I think that we've made a mistake by getting rid of representationalism in psychology, that we've gotten rid of too early a kind of teleology in biology. Not that evolutionary processes are teleological, but that organisms have end-directedness, and that end-directedness matters. And I'll talk about that in a few minutes. The other worry I have here, and this is a term I get from Dan, this idea of what he has called greedy reductionism. Now, I consider everything I do to be reductionist, and I find that there should be no problem with reductionism. On the other hand, I actually think that meanings are causally efficacious in the world, and that you can't do a good job if you just have our current state of very, very reduced physics, quarks and gluons and their relationships or whatever. In fact, I think the way we need to do is to begin to think about the physics of dynamical processes, relationships. And I think what we've learned from complexities theories, beginning with Phil Anderson and others, that there is a lot of ways to talk about physical processes in which the dynamics, the organization of things matters. And so part of the game I want to play today is to set things up in which we stop thinking about bottom-up and top-down causality. I actually think that there's a mistake in laying out the world this way. I don't think there's such a thing as top-down causality, but I am also antagonistic to what I would call bottom-up causality. I think causality mostly is talked about at whatever level, whether it's the very low level or the upper level, in terms of organization, or you might say the organization of dynamics. That is, there's structure, and that structure determines what happens and what doesn't happen, what's constrained, what's not constrained. And in fact, the term constraint is very important for me because I think it helps us get out of that game of thinking that there's ultimate stuff that does all the work. I think that the work is mostly done by the constraints. Now, one way to think about it is that the laws say this is what can happen. But what happens in the real world is what can happen is in a constrained context. And those constraints matter. And they determine what does happen, not just what could happen. And so part of what I want to get at is that, and what that basically says is that means, and this is my defense of emergentism, it's not like there's something from the top down that's controlling things, or that it works out that way, but when new forms of dynamical organization show up in the world, there are new causal consequences. That is, that weren't there before. And I think the fact that we're sitting here chatting at this table wouldn't have happened 10 million years ago, because there are new causal consequences in the world. That happens.
One proposal might be to stop, instead of using the word levels, use scales.
Yeah, that's
levels. Good. Levels automatically. Sort of
yes, you're right. Right. I think that's a good answer there. So part of what I want to do is to say, look, the greedy reductionist move is to say, no, there is no upper level, any causality at upper levels. We're all going to be able to reduce it down. And what I want to say is I think at the very bottom level, and one of the problems with quantum physics as I see it as an outsider, is that in fact, it's all about a kind of dynamics, even a statistical dynamics. The causality isn't in stuff. The causality is in the organization. And if it's in the organization at the bottom, it's got to be in the organization all the way up. And there's new kinds of organization. We have to think about causality different. And that's not emergence in the classic sense. And I want to be clear. I think that we have to get away from the top-down, bottom-up antagonism about emergence. That I think we want a completely reductionistic understanding of the world, but one that doesn't throw out these level scales of dynamics that show up that are novel. And I think they play a major causal role.